Is Publisher Rocket worth that one-off cost to help scale your self-publishing business? Well, in this episode, I'm going to show you some features and determine whether it's right for you. Hi, my name's Romney and thank you very much for joining me on my YouTube channel. If you haven't been to the channel before, it's all about creating, building and scaling your self-publishing business. And having sold well over 20,000 books already this year and wanting to almost sell 20,000 books again in Q4, I want to be able to help you to do the same thing. And some things that I do use are softwares like Publisher Rocket, but it may not be suitable for everybody, but I want to show you some features that I use that have really helped me to scale my business and generate some great income by using software that allows you to get better keywords, better research, and be ahead of the competition. So let me jump onto my dashboard in a moment. But before I do, remember, if you do like these videos, to give them a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware of more videos that I create. So without wasting any further time, let's jump on now and check through some of the features of Publisher Rocket. So a couple of months back, I did a video about a niche research topic, and it was about 101 story starters. So this was basically, these are sort of basically the books that we were targeting. So we're going to use this sort of niche to do a bit of a mock run through Publisher Rocket to see what information it can bring up for us. So let's go to Publisher Rocket now, and let me just get this right, because I just want to make sure I got the full screen. So this is Publisher Rocket, and we've got a number of different things in this area here. So I'll just cancel this so we can have a look. So we've got 5 different sections that we can use for Publisher Rocket. Now, Publisher Rocket is a one-off payment for lifetime access, and that includes all updates, all new features, and there's plenty of tutorials and information that you can get. It's just under $100 US, but as I said, it's a one-off payment, and that investment that I made just over 12 months ago, maybe 18 months ago, would have probably returned 30-fold back in regards to what I've been able to get from this software. So for me, that investment has been incredible. But again, it is up to you. Now, so what we're going to do, let's have a look through these key features and find out how we might be able to use that to target that 101 story starters. So what we would do if we did our niche research, or we were still trying to find a bit of information about the book and whether our idea has enough credit to be able to push it through. So what we would do, we would just do story starters, and let's just see, we've got the choice of either book or ebook. Of course, we're doing a book, so we just do story starters, and let's have a look and see what data this will actually bring up for us. So what it does is provide these main data information for us, and we've got what we need to do to start with. We click these buttons here if these are, relative to what we're actually searching for. So there's no point doing story starters and relay unless that's the author's name, but we will just go through here, tick these off, and we would make our way down, and what we're trying to do is find out, probably story starter cards is not right, but let's go down to here, and we've got a heap of different things that we can find out whether the keywords are going to be suitable for us. And it also gives us some title ideas as well. So we keep going down. Let's just go to here, 101 Story Starters for Kids. That's sort of pretty much the title that we were searching for before. Let's have a look. So we've got the number of average pages of these books, the number of competitors, so that gives us some really good information, the average price across these books, the average monthly earnings, the estimated Amazon searches, and the competitive score. So competitive score, what we're aiming for is a number, so 100 is super competitive and you wouldn't want to touch it. As you get down towards 0, and you can get some of these other that other data to be in your favor, then that's what we're looking for. So this first one would probably be very good. So although the average monthly earnings is a little bit low, competitors is very healthy for us, and it's got a lot of searches, and the competitive score is pretty good. This one here, no, look, well, let's have a look through. Let's go to this one here. So Story Starters grade 5. So it's under 1,200 competitors, which is fine. Average price is $15, so quite high, so that's good for us. Average monthly earnings is good. Healthy Amazon searches, and the competitive score is really good. This one is even better. So Story Starter books for adults, which we didn't actually look into. So that gives us an idea to find out what we would like. This one is really competitive. Even though the monthly earnings is quite high, you could try and get in there, but again, the competitive score is quite high, and monthly searches for that is 0, so we wouldn't worry about that one. And this one could be quite good as well. So let's investigate this one. 84 pages. It's without out. We want sort of a rep between, under 2,000, even, closer to 1,000 is great for number of competitors. We keep going along. Good monthly earnings, really healthy monthly searches, and the competitive score is good. So what we would do, we would then click on this button here, and that would then take us to another section, which is the competitor analyzer, and it will show us different books, and we can then check them out to find out information about each of these ones. So this information will load up for us in a second as we wait. And what we can simply do is go through and check out some of this data. So the age means the length of time the book has actually been online. And we've got the average BSR of it as well. So this book here, Phonics Storybook, that looks like, so it's the age of the book has been around for about a year and a half. Very good ABSR. Price is good. Daily sales are $240. What we would do is just go down a little bit further, and let's see if there's anything that sort of triggers our mind. So look, that's unbelievable. Monthly sales of $133,802. That looks like it's obviously run by a company, but that is just unbelievable. So we keep going down, and we can see what different books. So let's choose one. We'll try our phonics book just as an example. So the first thing we can do is look at the categories that this book is actually listed under. And this will help us. If we created the book on Story Starters, we can click on the categories, and we could actually copy this, and we can actually find, we can add that to our book categories, or when you're doing your categories, your choice of 2, when you're loading your book to KDP, you can actually choose, you can just follow the link going through. But there's another video that I've created recently about about adding extra categories, and you can add a further 6 categories, a total of 8 to your book, which might help more customers find your book. So that is another way we can actually find out how it's tracking in regards to becoming a bestseller, in particular to those different ones. So what we would do, if we wanted to check out this book, we would go check it out, and it would bring us straight to the page, and therefore we can actually find out more about it. So this book we know is doing very well. It was released back in May 26, 2020. It's got really healthy ratings, and paperback's $8.99. We would then keep going down and have a bit of a look and see what other things it's got as well. So we can go down. It's got from the publisher, so plus content. Again, check out the video I've created about you as a publisher can create all of this for your books. It's not just for leading publishers, you can do it as well. So make sure you look at that video called A+ Content that I created a little while ago as well. So we go through, it's got a little video, and let's have a last quick look, because this is more about Publisher Rocket rather than having a look at the book, but it could be an excellent little book to niche area to get into if you could create this. So we look down, 25 simple stories and activities for beginner readers. So it looks like something that we could create. So we go down, we have a look, a bit of an introduction, note to parents, and then it's got little pictures as well. So that would be actually quite easy to create if you had an illustrator. So there you go. That's different ways that you can create. That again is a way you can create an excellent book, and you can separate yourself from the pack by doing something that's different to what other people are prepared to do. Let's get back to Publisher Rocket though, because that's our focus. Okay, so we're back to Publisher Rocket. Again, you can check out all the different features here. So let's go back to keyword research again. And remember, you can put anything in here. So if you wanted to add something else, then you can also do that as well. So you might want to do story starters elementary. And let's see what this brings up. It might bring up something quite similar, or it might bring up some different things, or it might just be very, very short and sharp, like this one. So what we will do, let's have a look and see whether this actually brings up any data and information for us. But you can just keep adding new information. So that's one, a competitive score of 1. Monthly earnings is all right, but not a lot of searches. But look, it's another option for us to look at. But if you wanted to, you could export all this data into a spreadsheet, and therefore, so all you need to do is click that, and then you can export all the analyze or export all the information for you. So you've actually got record of it all as well. So that's the keyword research tool. Really, really good to be able to bring up, find keywords, analyze them, check the data, make sure, and you can actually go and check out what other books are doing and find out exactly how they're tracking as well. The competition analyzer, as I mentioned, what you can do is you can put, let's try it again, 101 story starters. Let's just have a look and see what this might bring up, and it will bring up the top 10 books. So here are the ones that we were looking at on Amazon at the very beginning. So this will give us a data about this. So let's have a look at this top one here. It doesn't give us the age, number of pages 120, $9.95, 43 daily sales, so $978 per month. So nearly $1,000 a month, which is really good. What we do is go check it out, and this would, and then we can simply just do what we would normally do as part of our research, checking through it, ranking of 44,000, and it's got all the information that we need right there, and we can do a look inside when that pops up as well. So that is the competition analyzer. So you can just put a couple of keywords in, it will bring up the books, and then you can check out all this information as well. So for example, this book here is doing over $1,000, nearly close to $1,350 per month. So again, you can check out the categories that this book is actually under, and these are the 2 categories. So it's actually ranking at number 11 at the moment in regards to language arts. So that will bring us some excellent information as part of it as well. So let's go back home again. Let's check out category search. Now, I've provided information about category search in a previous video before, but this is a really good way of being able to add extra categories if you, or either research categories that you want to put your book under, or add additional categories that you can contact customer service, KDP customer service, to add these extra categories. So just say we wanted to look under children's books, and we're thinking, I wonder what category we want. Well, these are all the categories, and if we wanted to find out what a category was that you could rank pretty quickly for as a bestseller, then we would just simply do it around this way. So this is suggesting that for this paper crafts, to get to number 1, you'd need to do 2,250 sales to get to number 1, or 11,821. That's the ranking to get to number 10. So that's the ranking you need to get to number 1. And the number of sales to number 10 would be 12. So that's the information you can do there. Again, you can search for, just say it was a letter tracing book. Actually, we'll do alphabet, and then it will bring up that. So what you'd need to do is just copy that, and you can contact KDP customer service to add the extra category to your book if you didn't already have it, or use this as a research tool to determine what categories are best for you. So you're just simply doing this. So if just say it was we're doing architecture, then it would bring up the category there under children's books as well. So you can check a whole different area of different categories, and this will also be a great tool to be able to find out what categories aren't competitive and what you could do. So if we did, for example, education and teaching, if we went down to this one here, we check it out, we want to find out the ranking of the number 1 book. So if we go here, then this book is the number 1 ranking. So under medical school guides, you'd need 10 sales to get to number 1. The ABSR of ranking number 10 is 303,000. So you just need 1 sale to get into the top 10 ranking of medical school guides. But that's only if you're doing a book about that topic. Don't add that category if your book is about unicorn coloring books. So make sure that you do the right thing as well. Now the next thing, we'll go back here as well, back to home. Now the Ims Keyword Search. This is for those people that are using Ims Marketing, the platform where you can market your books on Amazon. And if we had our story starter book and we're thinking we wanted to create a campaign, a broad term keyword campaign, for example, if we just did story starters, this will bring up all the search terms that Amazon has that customers are searching for when they use the search bar. So this will actually provide the information that we're wanting for that. And it just helps to get the keywords to be able to place in our campaigns. Now you can export all this information into a spreadsheet as well. There are probably going to be plenty that are not relevant. So for example, and then Story Starters Volume 11 may not be suitable for what you're wanting, or even 101 unofficial Roblox, where's it gone? Roblox Story Starters may not be suitable. Like, are customers searching for your kids' story starter book under that? Yes or no, it's up to you to decide, but you've got a heap of different ones here that you can choose from. And if you're doing a category or ASIN campaign, you can also include author names as well, and it provides you with all the ASIN numbers that you can enter into your campaign that are relevant. So you can keep adding different searches. So once you've exported the first one, you might have short story starters, and you can then find out if there's other keywords that you have or you don't have, and you can add them to your spreadsheet and make sure that they're relevant for your book. So this is another excellent tool that I find very, very helpful when I'm doing my campaigns. So again, there might be duplicate of words, and that's when you can put them in a spreadsheet and just do a sort and eliminate any duplicates in your spreadsheet. But this again will bring up a heap of information about the title, or the title information, the author, the ASIN, and what the type is as well. So let's do our final check of what else Publisher Rocket offers. So it also has tutorials. So the tutorials are an excellent way of being able to find out other information. And it will give you an introduction to Publisher Rocket, finding keywords, how to analyze your competition, how to choose your categories, finding keywords for Amazon ads, adding more categories to your book. There's a heap of information here that you can use. So I definitely recommend you have a looking through that as well. So let's just go back to Publisher Rocket, and I would recommend that you have a look through some of that tutorial information. I'll leave the link in the description about Publisher Rocket, but there's some of the key features and benefits that I find of using it. There's some tools out there that you can use, but they're usually subscription-based tools. This, again, is that one-off payment, and for a lifetime access, I find it incredible. So I hope you found this helpful, and I've gone through some of the key features, and yeah, it could be perfect for you, but to see what part of your journey of publishing you're up to right at the moment. So I hope that tutorial was helpful for you. Remember, if you do feel like Publisher Rocket is the right platform for you to be able to scale your self-publishing business, jump on the links below in the description and you'll be able to go through and purchase Publisher Rocket if you feel it's suitable for you. But remember, if you have liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.